We need to have a real intimate cousin sitting on the porch at midnight conversation, y'all. Because Chiron, our beloved chaotic cosmic wounded healer, is officially hitting the brakes and hitting the spin cycle in retrograde. Now, before you throw your hands up and ask the universe why we can't just have 5 consecutive minutes of smooth sailing, I understand. Let me break down what Chiron actually is. In astrology, Chiron is represented by a glyph shaped like a key. It's that exact spot in your life where you feel like you've been doing the absolute most, trying to heal everyone else while quietly ignoring the fact that your own inner child is in the back seat screaming for a juice box and an apology. When Chiron goes retrograde, it's not coming to drag you or embarrass you. No, not at all. It's coming like that one elder auntie who loves you too much to let you keep walking around carrying toxic baggage. It walks into your spiritual house, turns off the radio, looks you dead in the eye, and says, so are we going to talk about what's actually bothering you, or are we going to keep pretending that fake smile is working? It's about turning your deepest, most annoying wounds into your actual superpower. But to get the medicine, you got to stop running from the prescription. So let's go house by house and sign by sign, right? Listen for your sun, your moon, your Venus, and especially your rising to see which area of your life Chiron is about to audit with love and a little bit of cosmic side eye. Let's start with Aries. It's auditing your first house of self-identity, personal power, and do I even like who I'm being? Aries, Chiron in your first house is asking why you feel like you have to put on armor just to go pick up groceries. You don't have to fight the whole world to prove you exist, my love. Stop bleeding for people who wouldn't even offer you a napkin. You need to focus on reclaiming your core identity without needing validation or a brawl. Taurus is auditing your 12th house of unconscious patterns, sleep, and self-sabotage. Friend, Chiron is lurking in your closet, pulling out all the stuff you shoved under the bed, thinking nobody would see it. That habit of isolating when you're overwhelmed, it's time to retire it. Your spirit needs actual rest, not just scrolling on TikTok for 6 hours. You need to focus on forgiving your past mistakes and letting your subconscious mind unclench. Gemini is auditing your 11th house of community, friendships, and who is really in my corner. You love having 50 acquaintances, but who can you call at 3 a.m. when the spirit is heavy? Chiron is shedding light on squad wounds. If your friends only like you when you're performing, entertaining, or fixing their problem, hit mute. You need to focus on finding your true soul tribe and letting yourself be held by real community. Cancer is auditing your 10th house of legacy, career, and public reputation. You've been working yourself to the bone trying to prove your worth to bosses, systems, or parental figures who were never going to give you the credit anyway. Chiron says your gift isn't your productivity. Stop measuring your magic by a corporate ladder. You need to focus on defining success on your own terms and stepping into authority without fear. Leo is auditing your 9th house of core beliefs, spiritual sovereignty, and expansion. Leo, where did you pick up the belief that you aren't wise enough, certified enough, or spiritual enough to walk in your own truth? Chiron is hitting your house of higher learning and worldview. Stop seeking permission to teach what your lived experience already proved. You need to focus on deconstructing old dogmas and trusting your internal compass. Virgo is auditing your 8th house of intimacy, shared resources, and vulnerability. Oh, Virgo. Control is a drug, my love, and Chiron is staging an intervention. Trying to control every detail of your relationships won't keep you from getting hurt, honey. It just keeps you from being loved. Let someone see the messy, unpolished parts of you without panicking. You need to focus on deep emotional intimacy, trusting partner dynamics, and energetic boundaries. Libra is auditing your 7th house of one-on-one relationships, contracts, and people-pleasing. If you abandon yourself to keep the peace in a relationship, my love, that ain't peace. It's hostage negotiation. Chiron in your 7th house is exposing where you've traded your voice for someone else's comfort. Stand up, adjust your crown, and state your terms. You need to focus on healing relationship dynamics and choosing self-respect over fake harmony. Scorpio is auditing your 6th house of daily routines, body wisdom, and burnout. Your body has been dropping hints, Scorpio, and you've been ignoring them like an unread text. Chiron is calling out your toxic work ethic and stress responses. You cannot out-hustle a nervous system that needs a nap, some water, and a boundary. You need to focus on physical healing, somatic grounding, and purging toxic daily habits. Sagittarius is auditing your 5th house of creative joy, inner child, and romance. When was the last time you did something just because it was fun? Not to monetize it, not to teach it, just to play. Chiron is poking at your creative heart space. Stop apologizing for your joy and stop dating projects you think you can fix. You need to focus on healing the inner child, unleashing uninhibited creativity, and open-hearted play. Capricorn is auditing your 4th house of home, roots, and family dynamics and ancestral patterns. Capricorn, you don't have to carry the emotional weight of your entire bloodline on your back, honey. Chiron in your 4th house is excavating childhood memories and family obligations. You can honor your ancestors without repeating their trauma. You need to focus on building a safe emotional sanctuary inside yourself and healing home foundations. Aquarius is auditing your 3rd house of your voice, your mindset, siblings, and self-talk. The way you talk to yourself when nobody is listening, that's where the work is. Chiron is auditing your mental chatter and how you communicate your truth. Stop shrinking your thoughts just because people can't keep up with your brain. You need to focus on reclaiming your authentic voice and reprogramming your old mental loops. And lastly, Pisces is auditing your 2nd house of self-worth, money, and material security. You give away your time, your energy, and your magic for free and then wonder why your bank account or spirit feels drained. Chiron is demanding you put some respect on your own rate sheet. Your worth is inherent. Stop discounting your value to make others comfortable. You need to focus on overcoming financial scarcity mindsets and rooting into unshakable self-worth. Okay, family, that's the cosmic weather for Chiron's retrograde journey. Remember, the wound isn't where you failed. The wound is where the medicine enters your life. Stop running from the key that opens your own liberation. Drop a comment below and let me know which house in Chiron is calling out on your chart. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share this medicine with somebody who needs it, and keep your spirit grounded. Until next transit, protect your peace, stay sovereign, and anchor deep into your truth. I love you, I mean it, and there's absolutely positively nothing you can do about it.